everybody, welcome back to my channel. Tonight I just wanted to, this is actually going to be a two-part video. It's going to be, I'm going to be going over the steps. For some of you who don't think that the steps are necessary, I wouldn't be where I'm at today if I didn't work the steps. And I was going to, read the step and then read a little bit of what I wrote, and I don't own the rights to any of these books that I'm reading out of, but I didn't feel like I wanted to share, I'm not ready to share my, I don't know how to put it, I'm just not ready to share what I wrote down for my steps. That's personal to me. So just, I'm going to read, these steps and read what's underneath them. And like I said, a lot of people feel the steps aren't necessary. They are very necessary, although they're just suggestions. So, alright, number one, step one is we admitted we were powerless over alcohol, that our lives have become unmanageable. And yes, your life does become very unmanageable. I know mine did. And it says, who cares to admit complete defeat? Admission of powerlessness is the first step in liberation. Relation of humility to sobriety. Mental obsession plus physical allergy. Why must every AA hit bottom? Again, you got to work the steps how you feel you need to work the steps. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to read what the first 6 steps are. And if anyone has any questions, they can ask me. But I'm not ready to put I'll share them personally. I'm just not ready to put them out for the world to see yet. So, step 2 is came to believe that a power greater than ourselves could restore us to sanity. Step 3, made a decision to turn our will and our lives over to the care of God as we understood Him. Step 4, made a searching and fearless moral inventory of ourselves. And again, I wrote on these steps. I did 1 through 6, and well, I'm getting ready to finish step 6, but I'm on step 6, finishing doing that, and then I'm gonna move on to step 7, and then after I do 7 through 12, then I'll get on and do the second half of the 12 steps. And okay, step 5, in case I missed it, I'm sorry. Admitted to God, to ourselves, and to other human being the exact nature of our wrongs. And step 6, we're internally ready to have God remove all these defects of character. I did a lot of writing on each of my steps, 1 through 6. And, okay, one thing I can say is in my book, okay, the addiction I'm exploring in this workbook is my alcohol. And then it says, for awareness, think back over the past few weeks, how have you obsessed or fantasized about your addictive behavior? Name 3 times you have done this. Try to be specific as possible. And then they give you an example. It says, halfway through the afternoon at work yesterday, I zoned out for more than half an hour thinking about. So, I went on to, and I did work the steps. I will show you proof that I did work the steps. And I did write on them. It goes a lot easier. I mean, as you can see, I did write on them. And it's not, it's, you know, but this is my personal outtake on the steps. This is my personal, of what personally, you know, happened to me, and everybody's different. Everybody works the steps different as well. So, my sponsor, who is very good, gave me a workbook, on you know, on the steps. And like I said, as you can see, you know, you work the steps. You really need to. With that being said, I just wanted to jump on here and just go over the first 6 steps. And again, once I'm done with, because I'm not going to share the steps with you all, and me not being on those steps. I want to do them as I go along. And I've completed 1 through 6. So now I'll be working, you know, on 7 through 12. And then I will get back on here and read those to you and see, you know, we can take it from there. And like I said, if you have any questions on the steps, excuse me, ask me. Feel free. Don't you know, don't worry about it. Or you can private message me as well. I felt like, you know, to give a little bit of an outtake on the steps, because some people think that it's not important to work the steps. You know, I can get through this, I can do this, I don't need the steps, I don't need this. You kind of do, because again, if you don't work the steps, first off, you're not admitting that you have a problem. Second off, without the steps, it's kind of pointless, because the steps actually, you know, they work you through your sobriety. They get you to dig deep down and pull out stuff that you necessarily don't want to pull out. And you don't have to do that if you feel you're not ready. Again, these steps are only suggested. I enjoy reading out of my big book, you know, because there's stories in the big book, and my 12 and 12. The steps just, if you're serious about it, if you're serious about getting sober, serious about getting clean, whatever you may do, whatever your DOC is, just take into consideration and at least read, you know, if you can get your hands on a 12 tradition and a 12-step book and the big book, and just read it. Don't work the steps if you don't feel you're ready to. But I guarantee you, when you start reading the steps, you'll start seeing like, oh, okay, I remember when this happened, or I remember when that happened. And I guarantee you'll start writing on your steps, because they're very, at least in my sobriety, they're very, very important to me. So with that being said, I know I'm probably all over the place like I am in all my videos, but this is me raw. Bear with me. I have not yet started editing, which I hope to do very soon, but I'm not promising. But I'm still going to be putting up videos. And like I said, if anyone has any questions on them steps, let me know, or you can ask me, you know, go on private message. If you don't want to put it out there, that's fine. I respect that. But if there's anything I can help you with, I will try to do my best. And again, thank you for watching, and continue to watch. I have other videos. They're not just sobriety. I have different playlists set up. So feel free to go watch any of my other videos. And just remember, if you haven't already, please go subscribe to my friend Buffy at Buffy's Random Reality. She also is a YouTuber. So with that being said, I love you all. Thank you again for watching. Sorry this video is a little lengthy, but I had to get that out. So I will be back again soon. I love y'all. Have a great night. Bye.